It's not how you start, and this beginning proves it. I want to show you what the beginning of a painting actually looks like, and if you stay until the end, you'll see how it all comes together and why the potential is already here, even in this very first ugly layer. When we begin to plan our paintings, we tend to imagine the finished painting, but we rarely picture what the beginning will look like, and it's almost always messy, abstract, and it makes you question yourself. This is the stage where it's easy to give up. Many artists talk about the struggle to get through this messy stage, but it's the foundation. It's loose, awkward, and not very pretty. You can't reach the finished painting without this rough beginning. You're building color, shape, giving yourself the foundation that every painting needs. When I block in the evergreens, it's still incredibly loose. I'm only thinking about value, the lights and the darks, because that's what simplifies a complicated subject. Don't struggle here. Don't judge the beginning and start telling yourself that something's already gone wrong. Focusing on value gives you a roadmap. Your artist's eye starts to organize things long before it looks like anything finished. This is one reason full classes help so much. You get to see this stage. You see me move through the part where everything looks wrong, so you don't panic when your own paintings look the same way. As I start the berries, I'm pulling from different shades of the blues, darks, mediums, and lights. You can see here on my palette that nothing is overmixed. These little pockets of color look messy, but they give me a natural range when I start layering. Here I'm placing the darkest areas of the bluebird, not aiming for detail yet. I'm just simplifying the shapes and trusting the reference. At this point, it still doesn't look like a bluebird, and that's completely normal. And then slowly the details begin to appear. Thicker paint, more intentional strokes, quiet, careful decisions. This is where the painting starts to come alive, and this is where you realize that the messy beginning actually mattered. It gave you something to build on. Adding shadows to the branch and highlights to the berries, these tiny adjustments help everything settle into place. This is the part that never happens if you gave up in the beginning. And of course, we need a little break for a few holly loves now and then. These last refinements are my favorite part. The quiet touches, the small improvements, that moment where everything finally clicks. And it's always such a reminder that the beginning doesn't have to look good. The layers and beauty will come if you trust the process and if you don't give up. If you'd like to paint this full Eastern Bluebird with me, I'll link the complete class and the engraved wood cutouts below.